are back with more old video reactions. Starting with, what is it? Fuck it, I'll just go ahead and get right into it. Picked about, I don't know, 10 to 15 videos. I'm just gonna watch them and chill. This is one of my first videos. Not the first video, but one of my first videos from my old account. One of my experimental videos trying to learn Windows Movie Maker, because that was the first video editor that I was using for those old videos. So this was an excuse to just experiment with it. Experiment with the views and shit. It's supposed to like symbolize how high I am. This is just me like laughing. I just got the giggles. I'm like still in my mid-20s, so I'm still like, you know, more of a rookie when it comes to smoking weed, and my body was a little more sensitive, so you know I would get the giggles more often back then. Doesn't happen too much anymore, but yeah. I kind of miss getting the giggles this easily. I don't even think it was like particularly strong weed. It was just, I was just less of a veteran. Not really much else to say about this. It's just funny. What am I eating? Probably ice cream. Well, it used to be good. You know, when you're high, it's like nice and cold and soothing. It's just like, it's always like icy shit when I'm high. Bake and bake. Oh, wow. More tone than I remember.
What do you do when you think you might have a crush on somebody, but you don't want to? You don't want to have a crush on that person, and you have no intention of acting on it, at least anytime soon, because you feel like you're not, well,
All right, this is this one's called Unwanted Crushes. I think it was, when was this? It was like '08 or '09. Judging from the picture quality, it's probably '09. Yeah, it was '09. Oh, I think it was. I think it was. Well, I don't want to say his real name, but it was. It was one of my big crushes, like back in my late 20s. And it was like just around the time when I was starting to like, get the butterflies and all that shit. And yeah, I was like feeling, bad about it because I think I'd been through like how many rejections at that point? Probably at least 3 or 4 in a row. So I was like pretty burnt out from that. At least from what I can from what I remember. Excuse me.
you just don't feel like you're in the right state of mind for that type of thing at this point in time.
Yeah, and I was tired of it, so I didn't want it to happen, but it was happening despite my best efforts.
But you still want to make friends and all that. But that's beside the point. The point is, what do you do with an unwanted crush? How do you fight it off? How do you?
You don't. You can't.
I know it's a really crazy question. I know probably. Um,
Just gotta
how do
roll
you
with it.
make it go away? I'll just, I'll just be blunt.
The more you
How do you
try to
make it go
fight it,
away?
the stronger it
You don't
gets.
want it because it causes you anxiety. It makes you. It, it brings out all your demons, all your.
Excuse me.
Makes you crazy, makes you neurotic.
Said that
Put you
kind of
beside
creepily.
yourself.
Makes you
It feels
crazy.
good at first, but at some point, sooner or later, that good feeling is followed by a shitty feeling. Being bummed out, you know. First it's euphoric, and it then you get then it's followed by anxiety, either from rejection, uncertainty, or I don't know. Should I put it?
Also, when I said 3 or 4, like a handful of rejections in a row, it was over the course of probably a handful of years.
I mean, do you bite the bullet and just, try to act on it? And by act on it, I mean, ask the person out, ask for their number.
Yeah.
And you've already, it's not that you haven't talked to them, it's not that you haven't gotten acquainted. You gotten acquainted. They're not complete strangers, but they're
Excuse me.
still just an acquaintance at this point. And you're really just not in the mood for this whole right now. You know what I mean? You just want to you just want to go about your business, go about your day, or go about your life without feeling so anxious about the crush you have on this person. And at first you think it's mild, you think it's not that big a deal, you think it's like, oh, it's just a little, they're cute or whatever. And when they're out of sight, they're out of mind. But the more you see them as time, as the weeks go by, they start to invade your thoughts more, and you're like, ugh, damn it, like, ugh, you try to like shake your head, think about something else, ugh, don't think about it. You try not to obsess about it, but you can't help but obsess about it. It just plagues you. Messes with your head. And because it messes with your head, you don't want to subject that person to your issues that might show up, by accident. And maybe you're overthinking it. Maybe you're just overanalyzing, but you can't help but feel just weird.
Basically, you don't want to do stupid shit and
This
embarrass
person
yourself.
doesn't want to have a crush on the other person. Part of it is because, well, in their experience, it's redundant. Same outcome pretty much every time.
Yeah.
That's all he knows. That's all he's experienced. Doesn't have anything else to compare it to. Doesn't. That's all he knows. And he's tired of it. It's getting old. It's getting redundant.
Yeah. Can only take
And
so
in
much
a way,
repetition.
part of him just doesn't care anymore. Doesn't even care to bother with it anymore. But part of him still has that desire to find a mate.
Instinct.
He still has the desire, but
romantic,
he's lost his motivation for that because he hates how it fucks with his head. Is any of this making sense? I hope it is.
For the most part.
It's been plaguing his mind lately.
I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing the third person thing.
I hope this makes sense.
Okay, that was the end of that.
Bristol stool chart.
This video got me a weird amount of hate comments. Oh, they were all like,
"What are you, fucking 5 years old?"
just same type of trolls, same type of comments, basically trying to like go at me for fucking, laughing at stupid like kid shit. But what was that? What was that fucking quote? Like I've heard recently, like uh, don't fuck. What was it? Kill the part of you that not the not, not the part of you that cringes, but or the part of you that's cringe, but kill the part of you that cringes, or some shit. I don't know. It was more profound and like fancy than I'm making it. Some fucking shit I saw on Blue Sky, excuse me.
Type 1. Separate hard lumps like nuts. Hard to pass. Type 2. Sausage shaped but lumpy. Those are the best. I love those. Type 3. Like a
The best? The best. I love those. Like, I guess they're the best. Like, they're the best feeling. When they come out. I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Sausage, but with cracks on its surface. Type 4. Oh, I hate these. Like a sausage or snake, smooth and soft. Those are pretty foul. Those are like eggs, sewage. They smell like sewage. Type 5. Soft blobs with clear cut edges. Passed easily. Type 6. Fluffy pieces with ragged edges and mushy stool. That's what I get when I drink coffee. Type 7. Watery, no solid pieces, entirely liquid. I got a question for the men out there.
Oh my god.
Have y'all ever been sitting on the toilet taking a shit, and has your dick ever somehow dropped too low in the bowl and the tip of your dick touched the toilet water? that just happened to me right now. I just got off the toilet and somehow my dick slipped under too low. I think I was like holding it and like peeing or something like that after I had let some turds out, and so the water had to be contaminated to begin with. And yeah, I was letting some pee out and I felt the toilet water touch my dick. It was all cold at the tip and I was like, shit, and I wiped it off, with toilet paper. Wiped it up real fast, but I don't know if any got in my urethra. If any microscopic germs crawled up in there, and I don't know. I mean, I let a little more pee out after that, so maybe it came out a little bit. and I washed the tip of my dick with soap as soon as I got off the toilet. So, should I be worried? Should I go get this checked out? Am I contaminated now or something? Guys, have you had that happen to you? It's not like my dick's real long.
Dick havers, to be inclusive. I never got it checked out, but I turned out fine.
It's not, but I guess the water level was real high, and
Right, my dick ain't that long.
I don't know. It touched it. Guess what?
Oh,
I'm pregnant with quintuplets.
oh, here.
See? It's alright. They'll be okay. That didn't hurt. It's just a light tap. No harm done. But you know what? I already know what I'm gonna name them. First one, a fillet of fish sandwich. Second one, ranch BLT,
Oh, okay, that's what I ate.
who I'm gonna nickname Grilled. Third one, bacon and cheese Angus burger. Fourth one, gravy fries. And the fifth one,
Wait, was this two
Miller
different
High
places?
Life. And guess
Okay,
who knocked
three
me up?
different places?
3 people. McDonald's, Clucky Chicken,
Oh,
and a liquor store.
okay. This is the question.
Hey, what's up? This is Crude Stillo 72, and welcome to my new channel. Since I suck at introductions and describing myself,
Oh, this was my movie my movie review channel. Which eventually merged into this one. And like those reviews are all on some playlist. Anyway.
I haven't brushed my teeth in almost a week. I know it's nasty, but there's kind of a reason for that. I'm just too embarrassed to explain, so use your
That was after I shot my shot with somebody and got rejected. I don't know if it was the same guy. I don't know if it was the same guy, but after it happened, I was like, going through it, fucking, the stages of grief and all that. So I was, yeah, slacking off on taking care of myself and shit.
imaginations. I promise I'll brush them soon, though, like tomorrow maybe, or tonight. As soon as I go somewhere, I'll brush them. I just haven't gone out of the house in a while, that's all, except to run errands, but yeah.
There we go.
That's all I'm saying about that. When I was 16, I weighed 318 pounds, and now I'm down to like 180, give or take 10 pounds, kind of fluctuates, and I went up and down for a while, but I eventually started using the elliptical, and that's how I got down to my current weight now. And 180 was the last weight that I saw on a scale, and I haven't been on a scale in a while because it just fucks with my head too much. So now I just go by how I look and feel. And, I'm almost at my ideal weight. I probably got maybe 10 to 15 more to go. Still got some flab, a little bit of gut, a little bit of titty.
Well, you know
But
what?
in my ass, it's still kind of gross.
Still, but not forever. Don't lose all that weight because you need it. You need it for something else later. Trust me on that. You need it for something else later. You'll see.
So I want to look good naked. That's my goal.
You will.
Back in the early 90s, my dad lived right next door to Danny Glover. It was on, I forget the street name, but
San Francisco.
the cross street was Haight Street. And it was up like one of the hills, I think the second hill. And there was this street that kind of looped around with these apartment buildings lined up along it and this like park area in the middle. And my dad's apartment building was right here, and Danny Glover's house was right here. And I don't know what kind of house it was, whether it was a mansion or a condo or whatever. But
like a condo.
I never saw him walk in or out of the house. I only saw him once in his car while I was in the car with my dad going somewhere. And the windows were kind of tinted, so I didn't get a good look at him. But I could tell it was him just by his facial outline, like his shape and size and all that. And, you know, his head shape. It was him. But, yeah. That was the only time I ever saw him, and I don't know if he still lives there. My dad doesn't live there anymore, and I think two other celebrities live around there. I know Robin Williams lives in Potrero Hills, and Clint Eastwood supposedly lives in Marin County across the Golden Gate Bridge, but I never saw either of them.
This must have been before.
I haven't had sex in 5 years, unless you count an unfinished blowjob on the upstairs balcony outside of a bar. Other than that, I was 21 last time I got any, so it's been a while.
What's that? Fuck. I don't remember exactly when that was, but yeah, that was probably. See, I'm like probably 28, 29. So that was before like my early 30s slut phase. And let me see. The one I'm talking about, I think, yeah, it was at a club or a bar. Yeah, it was at a karaoke bar. I forget who I was there with, but basically, I met some guy there. He got me drinks. We, started talking. Eventually, out in the balcony, it led to him, like, making moves on me and shit and giving me a blowjob. Anyway, there was more to that story. I think it was. There was like one other guy there who got me drinks. See, this was back when, like, I didn't really know when I was getting hit on until like it was, like until it was like really obvious. So like by the time it was obvious, you know, that happened. But there was some other guy who got me drinks. I didn't know like he was like I guess trying to like hit on me or whatever, but he caught us out on the balcony and got mad at me for that. And I was just like, I didn't get it. I was like, what's wrong? It didn't take me till after the fact to realize he was trying to, you know, he was trying to work his magic too. And I just, I was, I couldn't read signals. I still can't. So occasionally I found myself in shit where I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess I'm getting lucky tonight. And yeah, it was rare, but it, occasionally happened.
I'm getting kind of desperate. Never broken a bone in my life. Not once. Except once I came close when I was probably 6 or 7, or maybe 7 or 8, and I dislocated my jaw while it was a biking accident. Let me see. Me, my mom, and my cousin Sonia were riding along this narrow bike trail, and there was this hill going down to this stream or creek or something. I think it was a man-made creek, and then the other side the hill's going up, and
It was like that that shit you see in that was in Terminator 2 when T-1000 was chasing after John Connor on that truck. John Connor was on the bike. That kind of like whatever that, you know, road or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it's called. That thing.
this guy was riding behind me too close, and I was afraid he was gonna run me off the road or something. And I kept looking back and shit, and I think I lost my balance and then fell this way, luckily, instead of that way. And I dislocated it, and I couldn't close my mouth until we got to the hospital. And after I got out of the hospital, we did some movements to readjust it in place. And for a while, I couldn't open my mouth after that. But to top that off, that very same day when we got back from the hospital, I closed this hand in the back door of the band room. So that was probably one of the most traumatic days of my life. The first CD I ever bought in my life was the Blade soundtrack back in 1998. And after that, I got the
That's where my music journey started. Those were the first, that's what got me into fucking techno, drum and bass, anything that falls under electronica. That's that's where most of it started. Aside from shit I'd heard as a kid, you know, just around, you know, older kids going to raves and shit. But yeah, that's where I started collecting. Was those two albums. Blade was the first, actually no, it was the second. First I got the Blade score, and that was the wrong one. It wasn't I was looking for the soundtrack because I wanted to hear what I heard in the movie. And this soundtrack was disappointing because it only had a handful of shit from the movie. The rest was inspired by. So my music journey started with looking for the rest of the shit that wasn't on the soundtrack. And one thing led to another, and started collecting for over the course of fucking 15 years or however long it took for you know shit to change. And now I'm just downloading shit off the internet for free. But yeah, that's where the collection started.
Wipeout Excel soundtrack. It's a video game for PlayStation, the PS1. And after these two, I started getting the artists' albums, of all these artists on the compilations. And
I was gonna say that.
The first one I got out of those were DJ Crush, an album called My Light. And DJ Crush is on the Blade soundtrack, but this track wasn't on this CD. It was on an earlier CD that I had to get on the internet because it was an import.
Dig This Vibe, and what's the other one? Yeah, it was called Yeah. Those two are on Blade 1.
So,
and I think both those tracks are from Strictly Turntable Eyes. That's his first studio album, as far as I know.
I eventually got all the artist albums, and then that's how my CD collection started growing over the years, and just went from there. First DVD I ever bought in my life was Scream 3, and that was before I actually got a DVD player. So I tried to put it in my computer, but it didn't play DVDs, so
I can see the plaque. It's gross. I mean, I get it, but oh god. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I can see the plaque on my teeth. Spilled nut.
I think I still have my PS1, but for some reason I didn't try it in that, so I eventually just saved up for a DVD player and watched it then. But I don't have that DVD anymore. I eventually replaced it with the Scream Trilogy box set. I've been watched by a peeping Tom on 3 occasions. The first time was at night, and I've been watched by a peeping Tom on 3 occasions. The first time was at night, and I was on my computer, and the light was off, and I kept hearing these sounds at the window, like these little pebbles being thrown at the window, and I mistook it for like just the window creaking, like something was wrong with the frame maybe. So I just kept getting up to check it, and I turned on the light each time I checked it, like just looking around, like seeing what was wrong. Now, I didn't hear it while I was standing up there, but every time I sat back down, I started hearing it again. Kind of like in Nightmare on Elm Street when Tina walks up to the window and she hears these, like she's woken up. She's dreaming, but in her dream, she's woken up by these little stones being thrown at the window, and she walks up to it and see, the stone like hits it again. But I think the third time I got up, I didn't turn on the light. I just went up to the window and I saw a silhouette standing down there, and that's when I got creeped out, and I went to wake up my mom to like let her have a look, but by that time he was walking away, so we never got to call the police. The second time was at night again, and we did call the police, but he got away. He ran away as they were catching up, like coming to the house. Like I think he saw their flashlights coming and ran, and they never caught him, like to my knowledge. And they just ran in the direction that he ran, and then that was it for that night. And then the third time was in broad daylight, so I guess he got away that time. Yeah, it was in broad daylight, and it turns out he was jacking off. And he actually came as the cops got there that third time and caught him. According to my mom, she was watching him. I was on the phone with the cops, with the dispatcher. And in court, their excuse was that he was urinating. His mom was there with him, and she was kind of giving us a dirty look like we lied on her son or something like that. But yeah, he was jacking off, and supposedly he was coked up all 3 times, like while he was peeping. So that was the end of that. That was probably like 3 or 4 years ago. We never saw him again after that. So that ended good. I've been robbed at knife point. It was like down the street, maybe that ended good. I've been robbed at knife point. It was like down the street, maybe 3 blocks up. And I was on my way home from a birthday party, and it was a little after 1 in the morning, and it was in the winter, like 2 years ago, January in the winter, I think. And I saw this guy, like we were on the sidewalk. He was coming the opposite direction towards me, and he had like a big coat on with a hood and one of those little nylon masks that you wear if it's too cold to keep your face warm. So I couldn't see his face, and I could barely see his eyes. And we walked past.
This is pre-COVID again, so face masks were, they weren't so normal. They had like an air of creepiness to them. At least in that context.
Each each other, I felt, I knew something wasn't right. The vibe he was giving off just wasn't right. And we passed each other, and I kind of glanced at him as we passed, and then further down, I eventually heard him turn around behind me. So I looked, he was walking my way. I'm like, okay, so I started speeding up. Then I heard him start speeding up, so I looked again, and he was running towards me with a big ass knife like this long. And it wasn't like a kitchen knife or anything, it was a weapon, like designed as a weapon to hurt people with. So
Yeah, like some soldier type shit, you know. It was big.
I was like, he came at me. I was like, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Here it is. And then he kept like asking me, like, you got anything? You got a wallet? Where's your wallet? He kept on like asking me the question over and over and over, and I couldn't like fucking answer because he just wouldn't shut up. And I was like, here, yes, here, it's right here, it's right here. That's all I got. That's all I got. And all while I was trying to like hold his hand away from me so he wouldn't stab me. And I think he might have like tried to come behind me and like do like this, like hold me like this, and try to get something. But luckily I turned around, so I had him at arm's length like this. So I eventually gave him the wallet, and he ran off in some nearby apartment complex. And luckily I still had my phone. He didn't take that. I didn't even remember that I had that. So I walked a couple more blocks down and realized I had my phone, so I called 911 and flagged the cops down and made a little police report, and then that was it. Like, to my knowledge, they never caught him. So, yeah. Uncontrollable wet dreams suck. You know what I thought this meant when I read the title? I thought it meant uncontrollable, as in you can't control the outcome of the wet dream. Because when I was a kid, when I was like a teenager, when I was going through puberty, all of my wet dreams were unfinished. Like, I would wake up with the cum all around, but well, no, not really. That only happened a couple times. Like, first couple wet dreams I had actually came, but the rest of them I don't come, because they always wake up before they finish. Like, if I'm fucking somebody, try to stick my dick in the hole, I can't get it in the hole because it's too tight.
Because
Or
there is no hole.
somebody will walk in distracted, like something will happen where, or to like, either I won't get laid or it'll be delayed for so long because all this shit keeps happening, keeps interrupting us while we're trying to do it. And I always wake up before, like, I either wake up when I finally,
Same when I same when I get excuse me. Same when I get like some food in a dream, like some fucking, I don't know, burrito or good looking sandwich or some shit like that. And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait to get home and eat it. But like, it's a whole like ordeal trying to get home, and one obstacle after another. One's eventually you never get home. You wake up before you get home, and you it's like, damn, I didn't get to eat that.
like, when I finally get to the point where I'm about to like take my dick out and put it in, or I wake up right when I'm about to come. But oh man, I thought that's what you meant. I mean,
Oh,
yeah, uncontrollable. I
this is a video response. I forgot those were a thing. YouTube used to have video responses back when YouTube was YouTube. It was about the people just, you know, just, making their own, fucking vlogging and shit, skits, people doing their own shit. It was about the everyday common person, not this corporate fucking, enshittified slop you get today. Anyway.
Say it. If uncontrollable wet dreams suck, I say like
if you were on YouTube back around late aughts, you know what I'm talking about. It was better, but pre enshittification. Now it's like dog shit.
unfinished wet dreams suck worse. Those are the worst. Because
I don't know how I got on that tangent, but whatever.
No, like you could always jack off, like once you wake up, just jack off thinking about your dream, but you forget.
Yeah, it's a video response. That's how I got on that. Sorry.
You could always jack off, like once you wake up, just jack off thinking about your dream, but you forget your dream. And you try to think of something but it doesn't match up. It doesn't measure up to the dream. And it's like I'm the kind of guy who doesn't get laid that often, so whenever I get a wet dream, I think it's real. And then I fucking wake up and I'm like, fuck! And that just kills the whole mood. And I don't know, it always seems to happen where I'm like trying to stick my dick in somewhere and it won't get in because it's the hole's too tight. Ugh, those suck the worst.
Oh no.
As much as I want to believe that last reply, I do. Can't help but believe it.
Last reply. I guess this is another video response. And I got that I got that rejected face. Yeah, we'll go with that.
If I chose not to,
Who was this?
just be more wishful thinking.
It wasn't the same crush I was like getting over in that 5 or those intro videos. It was like either before or after that. I can't remember. But yeah, it was another one in the like handful of ones in a row that like just crushed me, pun intended, I guess.
And I just want to know why the fuck this keeps happening to me. Why do I keep attracting people who give false signals that lead me to think they're into me when they're not? Why is it that whenever someone flirts with me, it's just their personality or it's just for fun? Why can't somebody flirt with me and mean it? Why can't somebody flirt with me because they're actually interested in me? Not because
some other bullshit that means they're not really interested.
They didn't realize they were flirting and I just read too much into it. They were just being friendly.
I still have no answer to that, by the way.
And I fucking swore to myself I would not let this happen again. I would not keep making the same mistake over and over again. Mistaking friendliness for flirting. Mistaking friendliness for romantic interest or dating interest or whatever. 6 years now.
It's a 6 year period.
This has been happening over and over. And I keep falling for it. I keep falling for these tricks my mind keeps playing on me.
Yeah, let him do it.
And it's like when I think I've learned enough, when I think I've learned from the mistakes, and I think, like, okay, I'm not going to read too much into it this time. I'm not going to, you know, if I think a guy's into me, he's probably not, because, it's just what I do. I read too much into things. So it's never, it's always a one-sided thing. It's never a two-way street. And every time I think it might be a two-way street, it's not. And I keep falling for this trick over and over, thinking something might be different this time, but
It was a bad fucking streak of luck. Long story short, like I was burnt the fuck out. Honestly, not much has changed since then. I'm still fucking skills chronically single, except now, like, I'm obviously in a much better mental place right now. I look the way I want to look, and I'm just like feeling the fuck out of myself. So, you know, it's not as bad as it used to be, but fuck, but fuck, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
no, it's all just my imagination running wild with me. You know, nothing's ever what it looks like. This is why. This is why I don't date. This is why I don't ask people out. This is why I'm so shy and reserved, and I don't flirt. I don't show any interest.
That's that's kind of still where I'm at to some extent. Like the whole dating thing, I'm still kind of just like whatever. It's a fucking foreign language. Maybe I'll learn it someday. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
In guys, because it's never gonna be a mutual thing. It's always just gonna be either me liking them and them not liking me, or them liking me and me not liking them.
There's like a lot of autistic shit baked into it. you know, like I don't want to get into all the fucking ins and outs and what have yous and whatnots, but yeah, that plays into a lot of the interdynamics, interworkings. Hopefully, you get what I'm saying.
Why say yes when you really mean no?
The answer is shit happens. It's, life is unfair. Whatever fucking platitude you want to throw at it. Like, shit just fucking shits. Whatever, you just get used to it. I'm fucking 43 now, like, you know, I don't know how to finish that sentence.
I mean, I wouldn't be as upset if
Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is, me personally, shit didn't really get much better, but it's just like, you know, it's like, fuck, what's a good analogy? I was gonna say falling on your ass as a baby versus tall, but it's actually the opposite. It hurts more as it is. But I don't know, like bumping your head, like or bumping your fucking elbow or some shit, and you cry when you're a little baby because it hurts, but when you're an adult, you're just like ah, and that's how it is. Back then, it was a bump on the head made me cry, and nowadays like bump on the head just made me go ow. That's the best. That's the best analogy I got for it.
He said no. Because I still don't know. Like, I took the risk. I asked the guy out. I was ready for rejection. But I didn't get a definite answer. I didn't get a clear answer. I got like a semi positive, you know,
That's the other thing. You just don't get closure. So you gotta make up your own closure.
up in the air, kind of just,
Just
you know,
fucking keep it moving.
indirect answer. Yeah, but it's probably not likely to happen. Why can't people just say what they mean and mean what they say? And why send false signals to the person if you have absolutely no interest in them? Why, like, who
It's
playfully
an accident. I, fuck. I've been on both sides of that, so I get it from both sides. I just think in this case I was either forgetting or, hadn't quite. Yeah, like, yeah, I might have been forgetting something where it was the other way around. Because me getting rejected outweighed me rejecting them. I hope that made sense.
refers to somebody as their boyfriend when they don't have the least bit of interest in them? Why touch all up on them and
I'll be doing all that.
make eye contact, smile, prolonged eye contact, and like why do all that when you're not the least bit interested in somebody? I don't understand. I mean, after all that stuff that just made me go, made me wonder. Stuff that was a little bit more than any normal friend or acquaintance would do. After all that, he's letting me down gently.
I don't know. Lately, I've been kind of getting it. Like, understanding why people do that. I mean, there's a lot of, context and subtext, that I'm too lazy to get into right now. But understanding it from, I guess, a more feminine perspective now, I can see why some people do that. Why some people, flirt without really meaning much by it. I haven't done much of it myself, but I get it to a certain extent. But there are like pros and cons to it. So I was experiencing, the cons of shit like that at the time. Back when I was, a little less
Yeah, I know by some
cognizant of
slim chance in a
those
million
things. I don't know.
one in a million. I could be wrong. I could be jumping to conclusions, but is that wishful thinking? 9 times out of 10, it is. How do I get out of this cycle? This endless cycle.
Uh, look up more queer content. Look up some like trans shit, some femboy shit. That'll point you in the right direction. You'll see.
What do other people get that I don't get? What do they have that I don't have? What do they know that I don't know? When I see other people around me, they seem to have this all figured out. They're so good at it. They know what they're doing. Things work
I
out
still
for
don't know
them.
that shit.
When they flirt with each other, they mean it. It's never the case with me. Rarely the case with me.
The people who fucking just like, when they like each other, they just they just like each other and start dating. They just do it and it works out. The lucky people. Like some people make it look easy as fuck. Maybe they're lucky. Maybe they know something we don't know. I don't know. But the people who make the shit look easy is who I'm referring to.
It's always, you know, I
They
don't know
just
what to
fucking
make of
meet
it.
each other and it
I just
works out.
wish it would stop. I wish I would stop falling for these tricks. And I'm not saying the guy played a trick on me. I'm just saying my mind played a trick on me. How can I stop this? I'm sick of it. It's getting old. It's already gotten old fast, a long time ago. Like this is my 6th year in a row going through stuff like this. When is it gonna end? Do I just cut myself off? Do I just withdraw from society? Do I stop um, do I just stay single for the rest of my life? Because I mean, I'll do that if that's what I should do. This keeps happening. I keep getting crushes on these guys who seem to be into me, but they're not.
Pro tip. Become the boyfriend. Become Look up femboy TikToks. Femboy TikTok compilations. Look those up. Check out the outfits and try some of them. You're gonna get tired of your clothes. You're gonna you're gonna you're gonna be at some point in your life where you want to just like you want to have a makeover. You just like you want to do something. Like you just want to try something. And the femboy shit, you could actually pull it off. I mean, at the time that you realize it, you could actually pull it off, and you're gonna be like, huh. I could do this. Then you get some leggings. You get yeah. I think I started with leggings. Try them on. Like start getting tight pants. Show off your fucking figure. I don't know. It's a long story, but just start with that. Look up the shit I told you, and you will go down a rabbit hole, and it will save your life. You'll see. And yes, I was, at a couple of points in my adult life, I was just about like, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it. Second time I was thinking about it, I found, like I went down the queer content rabbit hole and ended up where I'm at now.
How do I stop this? How do I know when something's real or not? How do I know when somebody means? Fuck it, never mind.
And shit might not change much, but you will change and you will feel so much better. You don't even give a fuck about that other shit anymore. Because you'll be too busy fucking feeling the fuck out of yourself. Whew. I'll make a video about it someday.
Hey,
Probably
what's up?
soon.
You not.
I got some shit coming up in the next month or so. I got some shit to talk about. So maybe I'll bring it up in that video.
Fucking believe the crazy night I just had. uh, First of all, you gotta excuse me if I got the giggles. I'm high. I smoked some weed, but I'll get to that. Uh, but let me see. I went out to Gay District tonight, and I was like, let me see, it was
Like
7:30, and yeah, I left out of the house at 7:30. It's about a 20-minute walk up to the metro station, and I was walking up there. It was really hot and humid. I was like sweating balls, and like towards the metro, there's this sidewalk area where there's this lake and some people fish there, but a lot of geese pass by around there sometimes, and they shit all over the sidewalk. So I had to step and maneuver through all this goose shit. Thought I heard something, and while I was doing all that, there was this lady across the street from me walking towards the same, the metro station, like me, and her footsteps were annoying. She had this fast little pitter patter. She was kind of carrying something. I don't know, like some kind of bag or something. But she was annoying me because her footsteps were annoying, and she was like walking so fast, like at the same speed, almost at the same speed
so
I was. And I just wanted to get away from her, so I tried to speed up ahead of her. But she was walking so fucking fast. She caught up to me, when we got to the metro station, and I kind of got like while we were. She had this fast little pitter patter. And she was kind of carrying something. I don't know, like some kind of bag or something. But she was annoying me because her footsteps were annoying, and she was like walking so fast, like at the same speed, almost at the same speed I was, and I didn't like. I just wanted to get away from her, so I tried to speed up ahead of her. she's walking so fucking fast. She caught up to me, when we got to the metro station, and I kind of got like while we were getting there, I was getting this little thing where like, you know what, she's trying to race me. So you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna race her. I'm gonna try and get there first, walk fast, get there before she does. But as soon as we was getting to the metro, I heard her speeding up behind me and hit her pattern. And she was kind of like running towards, because there was a train coming, and I was about to run towards her too. But then I reached for my wallet to get my metro card, and realized I left my fucking wallet back here at home in my shorts. So had to go all the way back. It was probably 8 o'clock by the time, 7:50 by the time I got to the metro. I had to go all the way back 20 minutes, get my wallet, 20 more minutes back to the metro station. It was probably 8:10. I don't know, maybe it wasn't that long a walk. Maybe it was like 15 minutes or 10-minute walk. I don't know. I was walking fast the second time to and from. So finally got to the metro. Made it to Gay District real late. Missed like 3/4 of it. Didn't get the full gist of the topic. But yeah, during the mingle time before dinner, I was talking to this one dude, Terrence, and
like
while I was talking, I was like,
I
was trying to crack my back, spin like that. So then, once I was going this way, I banged my fucking elbow on the wall. Shit hurt like fucking hell. It was, just agonizing pain. And it's almost like it feels kind of swollen. I don't know if you can see it, but from this angle, but it just feels. I can't even. If I bend it this way, ow, it hurt. Extend it all the way out, it'll hurt. Damn. So that was excruciating, and then I got this text from this one guy, Chris, and I know him from Gay District too, but he didn't make it to Gay District, but he was coming out, see if we could like chill out afterwards and smoke some weed. But he couldn't do it at his house, so I knew a spot back in the alleys and like neighborhood streets where it was all like nobody was out there. So we found a spot, rolled up a J, started smoking, and then started walking around just to act natural, look natural and stuff like that. Don't sit in one spot for too long. So we got to this other spot, sat down, started smoking cigarettes, just talking about music, movies, and stuff like that. And then, we were talking there for a while, and then it was like this. It was like this fountain, this dry fountain, and some trees and like Victorian houses around. It was a nice little spot, but it was like a dark, bushy area, on each side. So we were talking there for a while, and then Chris was like, we should probably get out of here now, just keep moving. And I guess he like got some sort of vibe that just some sort of ESP vibe. Should probably get out of there. And we kind of headed away, but then like turned back because we were going to smoke another J. So we were like, what, fuck it, we'll go back to that other spot again. And then so we turned back and started walking, back the other way. And this fucking dude came out of nowhere in the dark in the fucking bush. He must have been standing there in the dark, quiet, watching us the whole fucking time. Because I do not know where the fuck he came from. He came out gibbering this shit about like, show me your ID, like this fucking. I couldn't tell who he. I don't know if he's some homeless dude or some raggy looking landlord or something. Like, show me your ID. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You going back there, walking back in. Show me your ID. We're like, we're good, man. We're good. Like, we just kept walking. Like, shit, we just need to keep walking. Don't even look back. Just keep walking. Like Chris said, like, we're good. And then, like, all I could think of saying, like, what? We're good, man. Show me your ID. Show me your ID. You a Muslim? You are my enemy. Like, literally, he was saying, like, gibberish like that. Like, it's talking fucking crazy. And we just kept walking. We, like, just keep going. Don't look back. Don't encourage him. And he didn't
coming
follow
at
us.
us
We
with
was
some
still
kind of
yelling
authority.
back there. Like, even
So I
after we
was
turned
like,
the
oh
corner,
fuck,
couldn't see him back
we
there
got
anymore.
caught
He was still
smoking weed
yelling.
on some fucking like private property or some shit like that. So I was just. That's why it took me a bit to register. Like, oh, it's just some random crazy person.
Fucking gibberish. Like, I don't know what the fuck he was. What his problem was. Like, what his problem was with us. Like, we were just sitting there talking. We weren't doing nothing suspicious. We didn't smoke weed at that second spot. It was just that first spot. So, damn.
Resident.
We were all like shook up about that. So we went back to the other spot, smoked another J, calmed ourselves down, and then
This was back when before weed was legalized here in this state.
Hey, as a response to he was requesting a story from his stories from his God damn it, cannot enunciate today. Stories from his subscribers. I got a tequila story. I don't know if I've told that on YouTube yet. Basically,
everyone's got their tequila story, right? Whatever their like nightmare drink is that like they had a bad experience with. I mean, it's not universal, but it's a common experience.
Goes like this. It's probably about 2 summers ago, or maybe 3 winters ago. I was sitting down in this chair late at night. It was probably past midnight. And I had some cheap.
Box TV.
Well, not cheap, bro. It was Cuervo tequila, and some strawberry daiquiri mix with it. So I got that from the liquor.
Which covers up the alcohol taste. Easy to get carried away with.
Store. I was down here. I was up here drinking it, just chilling one night. I think it was a Saturday night probably, and I must have got carried away. I was just on the computer, fucking around on the internet, looking at movies and shit, and I drank about 2/3 of a fifth, and combined with the strawberry, it was strawberry daiquiris, and
a lot, basically.
That's all I remember. Like, I was just sitting down here. The lights were out. It was dark. I was chilling, just drinking, and next thing I remember, it was morning, probably 7-ish in the morning, and luckily my mom was out of town on a business trip, so I had the whole house to myself. But next thing I remember, I woke up under the covers in this bed, like feeling like shit. And as I lifted my head up to look, I mean, first of all, I was hungover like shit, but I'll get to that later. I looked up around here. Not only was there vomit scattered all across this floor, but there was some here. And I remember I woke up 7ish in the morning. That's all I remember. Like, I was just sitting down here. It was, the lights were out. It was dark. I was chilling, just drinking. And next thing I remember,
It's basically that gap in memory. I probably just blacked out, and who knows what the hell happened.
it was morning, probably 7ish in the morning. And luckily, my mom was out of town on a business trip, so I had the whole house to myself. But next thing I remember, I woke up under the covers in this bed, like feeling like shit. And as I lifted my head up to look, I mean, first of all, I was hungover like shit, but I'll get to that later. I looked up around here. Not only was there vomit scattered all across this floor, but there was some on this blanket and then under the covers too. So I must have. Oh yeah, and everything on this table, like around here, things were all just on the floor, knocked down on the floor, and everything was cluttered. I must have stumbled around and knocked shit over, and I don't know, but yeah, just clutter, garbage, and throw up
Yes.
all over the bed, all over the floor. It was on the pillow too. And I was so hungover, I I could barely. I almost felt like crying. And this door was closed, and I think there was like some throw up or on here, and it was around here too on the floor. And then a trail of it led out here all the way down to here. Then there was some splotched around here, some of the doorknob. And then when I came in here, it was all just all big fucking puddle over the floor. And it was red, looked like bloody throw up, but it was strawberry, strawberry daiquiris. And things in here were all knocked around too. Sorry, my bathroom's dirty right now. But
Must have been stumbling all over the
it was
house.
all over the floor. And because the tile on the floor is kind of old and some of it's chipped off, I had to clean like in between the grooves, like where the tiles were missing, and it took all day to clean. Probably 8 hours to clean. I had to do it the next day because I was too hungover the first day. And when I was hungover, I was, because I couldn't use this bathroom, I was in the downstairs bathroom probably at least 8 times that day, just sitting on the toilet trying to throw up, shit, get out whatever I could, because I was dry heaving. I was sitting on the toilet throwing up, dry heaving, just like spit and phlegm and all that shit. And I almost cried a couple times because it was so fucking painful. And just, well, you get the idea. But the next day, Monday, I cleaned up everything. I had to use carpet cleaner. And yeah, cleaned it all up before she got back. That's my story.
I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. It's ground coffee, isn't it?
Almost choked on it. It's coffee. Actually, no. It's espresso. It's a little stronger than coffee. I think I'll start eating coffee like that instead of drinking it. Not only because I get lazy, well, too lazy to make a cup right now. I'm always lazy, but I usually make a cup. But I think I might start eating coffee just like that because I got a theory that the caffeine will work better without sugar because every time I drink it with sugar, I crash really bad. Like I did when I woke up at around when I wake up. It was still dark when I woke up. It's 11:22 now. I think it was like 4 or 5 when I woke up.
Bitter
And I only
shit without
slept
the
for about
sugar.
4 hours because I was woke up by having to shit. And I tried to, but I didn't get as much out as I wanted to, so I'm still kind of bloated. I woke up, shat, got a craving for some leftover Chinese food, some beef and broccoli, and barbecue buffalo wings. And I watched the movie Wolf with Jack Nicholson and Michelle Pfeiffer. Watched that while I was eating. No, actually, wait. I watched Deliverance with commentary first, and then Wolf. And I got sleepy again while I was watching Wolf. By that point, it was it was like daylight. I think. What time was it? It was probably excuse me. It was probably around 9 or 10 by that point. So you know,
Oh, my stomach.
wouldn't make
Getting a
sense to
video.
take a nap since I got to get up anyway and leave by 12:30. I think. I'm gonna go meet a friend and see Paranormal Activity. I hear that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I debated whether I should take a nap until noon, and then I decided against that because I figured I'd just wake up tired, feeling worse than I would have felt if I hadn't slept at all. Been eating a lot more lately. Like I've had my appetite's been really big lately. Been eating a lot of garbage, like Checkers. Let's see what I get at Checkers. I went to
I
Checkers
haven't had that in years.
2 days, twice, and got like I don't remember what kind of burgers I got, but I got at least like 4 sandwiches each time with fries, like chili
This is
fries
back
and
when 4 sandwiches
fully loaded
were
fries. Those are good.
more affordable than they are now. Like, you probably get 4 sandwiches there for like under 20. Now it'd be like fucking 30. Some shit.
With mustard on them. Never had them with mustard on them before, but it's actually pretty good. I got that idea from seeing Sling Blade, the movie Sling Blade with Billy Bob Thornton. That character, he always ate his French fried taters, whatever. He always ate them with mustard. You know that movie's so good. You know Billy Bob Thornton in that role. He makes eating fries with mustard looks so good. I just had to try it. It was good.
Yes.
Makes it sound good too with his accent. I can't really fake it that well, but yeah, had to try that. What else have I eaten? I've been eating, yeah, a little Chinese like the leftovers I had. Um, there's a half a Greek pizza left over from Pizza Boli's. It's like gyro pizza, basically, one with gyro meat, gyro sauce, gyro ingredients, and cheese, feta cheese.
Sorry to any.
Did I say gyro sauce? Yeah,
uh,
not tomato sauce, but excuse me, gyro
sorry,
sauce.
sorry to any Greek people for
It's not too bad.
mispronouncing that.
Of course, it looked better in the picture than it tasted, but you know that's a given of any restaurant. And I went to the laundromat yesterday and got really pissed off and frustrated because I got there, my hands were dirty from unloading all my clothes into the washer, and the bathroom didn't have any soap left. So I asked, the guy who was working there, you know, you got any more soap? Your bathroom's out of soap. And he kind of looked at me like he didn't understand what I was saying. And I repeated myself, and he was like, "That's the bathroom over there. Look at the bathroom." And I'm like, "Yeah, I am looking at the bathroom." I said, "There's no soap in there." "Oh, no, we don't have no soap." I just walked away thinking to myself, ever heard about refilling it? I mean, that ever occurred to you? So I went to Wendy's nearby, went to their bathroom,
So
no
funny.
soap either. So I went out to the, you know, register. It's like, "Your bathroom's out of soap. You got any more?" And this ghetto ass bitch just fucking looked at me like I was dumb for even asking. Like, "No, we ain't got no soap. No." I mean, she just kind of gave me this look like, you know, like I was dumb for even asking a reasonable question like that. I mean, you know, you'd have to see it to really know what I'm talking about, but that really pissed me off. So I
Basically,
walked out of
just
there,
some rude fucking
went to a
worker
Chinese food
there.
restaurant, not the one I got food from, but
A string of rude
went there, asked if they
clerks.
had a bathroom I could use to wash my hands in. Every time I kept asking, she kept saying like, "Huh?
Or,
Huh?
just like
Huh?" And she
frustrated
wouldn't even let me finish the sentence.
in
"Huh?"
some way or another.
And I was like talking at the top of my, I was talking really loud enough for her to hear me. Like, she like, "Huh? Huh?" And then I just stopped for a minute, shook my head, rolled my eyes, got frustrated. I was like, I started talking slowly and distinctly. And she's like, "No, no, we ain't got no bathroom." Wanted to smack her. I wouldn't. I'm not like that, but I was pissed. But yeah, like, those were the only three places in that area that I could even go to possibly wash my hands. None of them had any soap. I mean, I'm sure they did. They were probably just, too lazy to refill it. But, that lady at Wendy's, man, she really pissed me off the most with that look she gave me. Like, "No, we ain't got no soap."
Was that one of those
It's like, why would you even look at somebody like that? Just,
one of those Michael Douglas and fucking falling down days? You haven't seen that? Check it out. It's pretty good.
just for even asking a reasonable question. I mean, it's not like, you were too busy. There was only one customer in there at the register. It couldn't have been too much of an inconvenience just to refill the soap. But like, I just don't understand the logic of,
I didn't go on a shooting rampage, but
people who just, just
I did deal with
assholey
like
people, you know.
that. Yeah.
Well, just refill the fucking soap, man. It's not that hard. And don't look at me like that just for asking, bitch. But yeah, I was pissed off about that. Didn't want to buy no food at any of
Shit
those
like dug
places.
up under my nerve. Just
I ended up
tickle, yeah.
using laundry detergent to wash my hands in the laundromat's bathroom.
Like some people just know the exact right
It
shit to
worked, I
fucking
guess.
just like really dig up under your skin. Okay. So we
Hey
got another
guys, long time no see, eh?
another downer.
Got an embarrassing update for you. Just had one of the awkwardest nights ever, because I ran into that guy I liked again at the group.
More got though.
Didn't expect to see him there. So I hadn't seen him since like mid to late July, I think. And if you've seen the videos that I made and took down, probably know the story.
I don't even know which one this is. They all they're all interchangeable.
Basically, for those who may not know, there's this guy I've had a crush on since January, I think, and I sort of asked him out like around mid July or mid to late July. I asked if he wanted to hang out more often outside of the group, and he sort of like said yeah, but apparently meant no because it never happened. And that's fine. I mean, he's not interested. That's totally fine. I'm pretty
This
much
was the same
over that part
the
of it.
same one that was like
It's just the
2009.
I still I don't know. I'm over most of the pain
Maybe
of
that
it,
first video was like
but he's still on my mind.
another
He's
one.
still been on my mind, and like I don't even want to pursue him romantically anymore. Like I've lost any romantic interest in him. It's just that
You did.
I want to know from him where I stand. I hope we're on good terms. That's all. I hope I haven't like made him uncomfortable or offended him in any way, because just by asking him out, I mean, I didn't make it sound like a date, but I'm sure he might have picked up on that. But the most confusing thing to me is the fact that he changed so suddenly. It's like 1 minute things seem fine, and then the next minute he just did a complete 180. It's like he was all, he was talking to me. At first he was talking to me and being friendly with me. And okay, let me backtrack. There was this one night. I mean, things seemed fine up until I started noticing things that led me to believe that he might have been into me. Like at Pride, jokingly referred to me as his boyfriend, just in passing, and I sort of just laughed it off. And he kind of like made this joke of, well, he was telling me about like, or telling us about, you know, some guy at the Pride Parade who was sexually harassing him, and I didn't see it, and because I wasn't paying attention. And like later that night, he made some joke like, because we were about to go to a club, and he was like, so if you see anyone sexually harassing again, promise me you'll beat him up, right? And like a dumbass, I said, only as a last resort. I'm not a violent person. When I should have just said no, because I guess I took the question too seriously or literally. But you know, whatever. And later that night, he hugged me as we, you know, all went home. And then the following week, I think, or the next time I saw him at the group, we went to a club afterwards where he sort of like got a little touchy feely, and I don't know, maybe that was because he was drunk or like I don't know. The point is, he
What?
those little things just led me to believe that he might have,
All that.
you know, been trying to flirt with me or come on to me. And you know, I was sitting in between him and some other guy while he was talking to the other guy on the other side of me. While he was doing that, he was like leaning his elbow and shoulders into my chest while he was talking to the other guy, and you know, his face is like he was really close to my face, and I just sort of played it cool, like, okay, whatever. I didn't like flinch or move away. I just sat there and you know let him, you know, touch up on me, like. And again, I don't know if that was on purpose or by accident because he was drunk or not paying attention or whatever. I don't know, but
Fuck, because he was drunk.
you know, we, you know, as we went home that night, you know, I hugged him again. You know, everything seemed fine. And then the next week I saw him at the group, just 180. He was like, he barely acknowledged me. He barely spoke to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Oh,
And he's been
this was before. Wait, have we gotten to that one yet? Uh, yeah. Yeah, this was before the one where I was like talking about why does this keep happening to me? This was earlier, and I think in the earlier video, that was after like I like shot my shot like for the final time and like got, you know, the answer I needed. You know, so at that point I was just like defeated. But here is like when shit started changing and when I started like worrying. So yeah, I was just like I was tripping.
like that ever since. And I, you know, haven't been able to like talk to him about it because there just hasn't been a good time for it. And I've been too scared to say anything.
So I
And, you know, I saw him again
eventually brought it
tonight
up to him later.
after, you know, maybe 2.5 months. You know, enough time to clear my head. And, you know, I thought I was over it. I mean, you know, I pretty much am, but I didn't expect
No,
my
you're not.
heart to skip a beat or, you know, just when I saw him because I got there and then I went to the bathroom before I went up to the main room. And as I was getting out of the bathroom, he arrived at the door and I opened it for him. And I was like, whoa, you know, I was surprised to see him, you know. And I was like, hey, what's up? And he, you know, he said, hey, how you doing? You know. And then I just turned around and went upstairs to the room and sat with the group, and I didn't really say anything else to him because I was caught off guard. So then, after the group discussion part of it, some of them went to dinner. I didn't want to go to dinner because I wasn't hungry. I already ate. And he wasn't going to dinner either, but he was still standoffish and aloof towards me. And it's like it's like every time I try to make eye contact, he would just not even look at me, or just walk past me or whatever. And it's like, damn, what the fuck? And then I don't know. It just took until like I caught up with him on the street. Like I didn't even think I was gonna run into him. I was gonna go home after a bunch of us had split off and going to different places. I went to some bar with a few guys and had a drink, and then as I was heading out of that bar, I saw him and I saw him with another guy. They were walking towards the metro, and then like I just like, hey, I just ran into him, and I made small talk with him from that point,
Probably shouldn't have done that.
and he didn't seem unfriendly. He just doesn't seem like he did before, and as we parted ways tonight, I asked him, can I call him sometime? And he was like, yeah, whenever you want. But I don't know, I just get this weird vibe that something's weird between us. And I don't know what it is. And since I'm not trying to pursue him romantically anymore, I want to find some way to reassure him that everything's okay. You don't have to feel uncomfortable around me. Like, I'm not going to try and come on to you or anything. And, I wasn't even planning on coming on to you anyway. I just wanted to make friends with you. Because, I mean, whatever. So now I'm debating whether I should, like, call him and, maybe ask him, maybe out for a cup of coffee or something. I don't know. But, or maybe just call him up on the phone and ask, like, point blank, have I offended you in any way or made you uncomfortable? Because it's okay if you're not interested in me dating wise. I just want to make sure we're on good terms. Because I don't like this tension that I'm feeling. I don't know if it's just me or both of us. And that's what I want to find out. Now I'm just debating whether it's worth it or not. Should I just leave it alone? Or get to the bottom of it, clear it up. You know, sorry if asking you to hang out, you know, I'm sorry if that scared you off. I wasn't, you know, like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, was that all it took to scare him off? Or, I know I shouldn't be worrying about it.
Basically, like I don't really, I still don't know what the hell happened. Basically, you know, maybe he was interested at first and then just kind of lost interest for whatever reason. Maybe I did or said some shit that turned him off. I don't know. It could have been anything. But, you know, sometimes people fucking just switch up on you like that inexplicably. Maybe something was going on in his life. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I read too much into it the whole time. Who knows? But it's just one of those fucking you know dating things that just happen, and you just get used to it. People ghost you. People do weird shit. It's just not like it is in the movies. That's like the simplest conclusion I could draw from it. People just send mixed signals sometimes. What's this? I just got done crying at that point.
Such a fucking mess. I just had a crying fit. I don't know where the hell it came from. It just came out of nowhere, and well, I just started thinking about, well, really. Uh, Shit. I don't know how to word this. Yeah, how can I put this? Yeah, I was just. Alright, let me start over. I was just sitting here watching a video on YouTube, having nothing to do with why I started crying. And then, like, the video was over. All of a sudden, I, I just realized it's a weekday. I'm at home and, like, you know, this
Not
is all I.
working like
It's
other
pretty much
adults.
all I do with my free time because I don't go out much
Be
uh,
productive.
and like yeah, I said in my head, this is my life. Like as in the internet's my life. And then it was like, isn't that pathetic? And then like
Oh,
that thought
so
led to
tragic.
another, led to another, led to another. Thoughts started getting worse and worse. So I was like, uh, why did I have to be born? I know it sounds fucked up, but yeah, that's what the thought was. Why the hell did I have to be born?
Damn, should have put content
Too
warning on
fucking
this.
lazy to live this life. It's like I'm
I
feeling
guess I
too
will.
lazy to live life. You know, I'm just kind of existing because actually living life takes work to go with the play, and I hate working. So it's like, all the hard stuff about life. Um,
Hot take. That's not a character flaw. That is that is not being built for capitalism. It was internalized capitalism propaganda, making me feel bad for being unproductive. Gotta resist that shit. Don't let it fuck with you. It's okay to be a fucking loser, a fucking bum, whatever the fuck, you know. It's capitalist brainwashing that makes you feel like you have to be productive. You have to you have to serve this capitalist machine. You get the idea. But it's a symptom of, you know, cultural capitalist propaganda. That's my current take on it. Get you feeling all bad about yourself and just, you know, they set the system up to make me have to feel like that. To feel bad for just living a leisurely life. you know, not working at that point. Just, it's a shameful thing. I'm a loser. I'm a good for nothing. Yeah. Grow up with that shit, you internalize it. So it was fucking me up.
It's like, damn it, why'd I have to be born? I'm too lazy for this shit. When the good stuff is so, like, elusive or hard to find.
Why you gotta be born and do the fucking rat race shit? That's ugh. Capitalism. Yeah. Everybody ain't built for it. Some people are just meant to fucking live, lives where they just like enjoy whatever the fuck their hobby is, make a living doing that, or, live in a utopia with like UBI. But that's another topic for another day, sort of.
Few and far between.
You could just fucking, have fun, chill, vibe, do your hobbies for the rest of your life. Sorry. Like, survival shouldn't be locked behind a paywall. Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah, thoughts like that, and I was just like, oh shit, don't start that, don't start shit. Once you start, how do you stop? I've already started. God damn it. Fuck. And then, you know, cue the waterworks. Oh well.
Oh, that's right. The tour.
Welcome to the tour of my new place. Our new place. God damn. Got a bunch of fucking zits. Yeah. Sucks to shave when you're black. Razors aren't made for black hair.
Sucks to shave, period.
Get a kilo and shit. Anyway, this is my bathroom.
We don't live
So,
there anymore.
deodorant, Listerine, lotion, hair detangler. It's for haircuts. Well, when I'm gonna detangle my hair.
The
I'm chewing
fuck am
on
I eating?
fingernails, by the way. Um,
Oh.
Detangle my hair because usually when I go to the barbershop, they fucking like rake my hair with the fucking pick and hurts like a motherfucker. So if I can do it myself, the hair detangler helps gentlerize the process. If that's a word. Soap, hand soap, toothbrush, uh, toothpaste, water pick, incense for shitting, tub, towel, shower head,
Sense for shit.
fucked up looking bathtub. I'm gonna leave that to your imaginations. I'm gonna give you a single clue.
Milk
Oh
on me.
shit. Oh. All my strategy guides from back in the day. Covered by some notes for like scripts I was writing. Or no, actually some shit I wrote in high school. I don't fucking know. Random shit. Some PlayStation games, PS1, and some PS2 buried under there. It's the fan blowing. Sorry for all that noise, but keep the air
Oh,
flowing.
floater.
This is my new room.
Thought I saw a gnat.
Uh, CD drawer. This is my movie collection. Alphabetical order.
It's all in boxes now under the bed. Actually, no. Right there. I think. I'm not sure.
It's my bed. Surround speakers. This one behind that door. Blinds. Closet. My other closet. Super Nintendo. Oh yeah, I forgot the box sets in Blu-rays. It's my home theater system. Subwoofer. TV. Headphones. Just want to turn it up loud. Clap drawer. Workout clothes. I wear those every day. Wash them once a week. That's where they hang to dry. Yeah, take a shower after and change clothes, but leave those there. It's a chair where I put food to eat while I watch it. Let's go to the store.
Alright, we get it.
Just kidding. This is. That is the front door. You guys just really give a fuck about all this shit, don't you? It's just like insanely fucking interesting, isn't it? Kitchen.
Extremely fucking interesting.
That's what I work out on. It's the elliptical. Mom's movie. It's like those paranormal activity movies. I'm just filming for no reason. Doesn't make sense. But I still enjoy those movies. I actually made a big ass fucking long cut of all those movies spliced together in chronological order.
Which will never see the light of day.
It's getting dark out here on camera.
A fan edit, basically.
Yeah, anyway. It's all in chronological order. Like down to the T. It starts with well, it starts with the opening text from the first one. And then, well, actually, the Paramount logo, opening text in the first one. Paramount would like to thank the Carlsbad Police Department. And then the VHS fade in for part 3. That plays. And then the fade, after the fade out, the prologue in part 3 plays where Katie's giving her sister the tapes. And then they go missing. And presumably they ended up at Anna's house and the Mark ones. Wonder how it ended up there. Was it a time portal? Ooh, shit, I just spoiled something. Although it's just a speculation. Yeah, really
Who cares
explain
now? It's fucking
movies.
2026.
Yeah. Goes from 3 to 2, and then like towards the end of 2,
Whoever was born that year could probably fucking
Katie
drive now.
visits before that little transition in the part 1 where
If not
she meets
both.
Mika at home, getting out of her car and shit. And then my cut that transitions into the first movie, which plays all the way until the end of that. And then the next day after Mika's death, we cut to the end of part 2 again, where Katie comes and takes Hunter. And then we go to 4. And that was okay, but didn't really move the story along. It just kind of repeated part 3. I mean, it was like part 3 light. I think it's like my second least favorite. Actually, my least favorite is the first one, to be honest. I like 3 at number 1, Mark 1's at number 2, 2 at number 3, 4 at number 4. Oh, nice. Then 1 at number 5. Looking forward to the 6th one. Anyway, part 4 fades in, yeah, transitions into the Mark ones, which is like I'm craving for that. Like,
I know there was another one
was
after
way better
Mark
than I
ones. I just
expected.
can't
I really
remember
don't
how
get
long
some
the
of the
gap
hate for it,
was,
but it's one of my favorites.
or what the next one
It's
was.
just really fun, and it's got like likable characters and comedic, funny situations, uh, and good scares. I mean, there is kind of one flaw where it's like there are points where you're just like, why are you still filming? Like your life's in danger, and all this chaos is going on. Like, why are you? Why do you care about filming? You know what I mean? You just wouldn't. You know what I mean? But I can look past that.
And the part of this hybrid's starting to hit. I'm getting sleepy.
Um, I like the ending. It's got like a time travel element to it. Spoiler alert. Oh shit, I said spoiler alert first. Anyway, kind of makes you wonder if Hector was in there at the end of the first one, or if that's a alternate timeline. Can't wait for part 6 or 5. I mean, they say the Mark ones is a spinoff, but I don't know why they didn't just call it part 5. Makes sense. I mean, it fits right in there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. It's supposed to be coming out this Halloween. Last I heard. We got 27 participants so far in the arcade tournament. Oh, sounds hype.
This was 6 years ago, I think. Yeah, I think that's what it said.
So this current tournament is like ongoing. Like I'd imagine it's too late to sign up or anything like that, right? God damn it. Did you die? Ooh. Alright. So that's the progression I needed. So I got Seekers, Boost Ball. Yeah, I can check Vanilla Seekers now. So that might be something. Signups closed November 40th. Oh. I read that and said that out loud and I didn't even notice it. 40th. Oh god. Okay. So that's Spider. Hold off on the rest of this. Okay, gotta mark Seekers. This is the first time I've ever heard November 40th in my life.
Uh,
It's kind of hard to explain why it was so funny. You just had to be there in the moment.
uh,
It was it was my like non-reaction to it when I first heard it. It's just like I didn't think anything of it
okay. I don't need to.
till like seconds later.
Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, where am I? I need to go. I need to go back to Aegon. Yeah, it's the only way I can go from here. Okay. Great temple. This should lead back to Aegon. Yeah. Took a couple of seconds to sink in. Actually, I'm gonna save here. Oh yeah, and I haven't gone through this story yet, so I might as well do that.
Oh, that's it. Bye.